I'm still a little sick. I was sick for a whole week, and I felt like everything was just like thrown off track. Like my sleep, my diet, like my body completely shut down. You could still hear it in my voice that I'm a little sick, but I felt terrible. Like this, it was a whole week of just isolation. When I first started going, I was going to the gym. When I first started feeling like that throat, I'm like, I'm not a fucking pussy. I'm still gonna go to the gym. Fuck is this? I still went to the gym, but then each day, progressively, it got worse and worse and worse. And then I got like a cough, and then I was just completely disabled. Like I couldn't go to the gym because I just felt super sick and I had to recover. But I felt like it was much needed. Like sometimes you're just doing so much, but maybe God was forcing me to take a break. I don't know. But I felt completely powerless because I felt like I had no control of my day. And as soon as I felt like the slightest bit better, I'm like, okay, let's jump back on my schedule, because I was waking up at like, I was waking up at like 8, 10, and I felt like complete shit. Like I couldn't take control of my day. But maybe it happened for a reason, so I can tell you guys that I just felt like so frustrated that I couldn't get a bunch of stuff done, because I'm the type of person, like, I have my whole day. Okay, I block my whole day of stuff that I need to get done because I need to get it done regardless of how I feel, right? And now I was just sick. I mean, it sucks. It sucks when you feel like you have like this thing holding you back. And there was another thing apart from my sickness. I had like a distraction, and I kept going to this distraction over and over again, and I felt like it was kind of like a reward to me, but I don't deserve no reward, not yet, at least not yet. So I can't get comfortable doing this distraction just yet. I don't feel like I deserve that distraction, right? And I started to feel like a little bit comfortable and complacent, and I noticed that. And just last night, I completely cut it off. I was talking to a girl, and it was just like a complete distraction. Yesterday, I had to really ask myself, I was like, do I really need this right now? Which the obvious answer is no, but the comfortable side of my brain wanted to, stay, because I like pleasure. Like, people like pleasure. They like staying in things that makes them feel good. So obviously, naturally, I didn't want to leave, but I kind of had like a conversation with my future self, and I envision this future self like spiritually better. He has a better connection with God. Physically better. He's way bigger, but I'm still gonna work out regardless. So spiritually, physically better, emotionally better, financially better. And I felt like I was having like a conversation with my future self. Call me crazy, I don't care. But it's just like a way to rewire my brain. And in that conversation, I was like, would future me do this right now for quick pleasure, for non-delayed gratification? It's just instant gratification. I could just call and get it whenever I want, and that's not good. I'd rather have it delayed gratification, because the truth is, I don't deserve any of that right now, and you don't either. If you feel like you're comfortable, then I'm sorry, but it's the wrong place to be. I literally had to pull myself out back into discomfort so I could then push myself to greater heights. Because honestly, it was just holding me back. Being comfortable was holding me back. And I felt it too. And thank God that I have the ability to leave and just poof, done like that whenever I want to. Because as a man, you have to let go of the things that are making you comfortable and that are holding you back from the future you that you want to be. So whenever you see yourself or you feel yourself not progressing in life, have a conversation with your future self, because that's what I did and it worked for me. I literally pulled myself out of the situation in which I was getting instant gratification. Now I just want it delayed. Like now it's just me and myself, because I felt like I needed like a sweet treat or some shit. I don't know. Call me crazy, but I needed like that sweet treat. But every time you see yourself struggling, first have a conversation with God and literally pour all your problems into your prayer and give it to God. Next is have a conversation with your future self. I like to journal too, and I've been journaling for almost a year now and hasn't been consistent, but it's been like partially consistent. And I'm looking through my notebook, my journaling. I started like around this time last year, and you can see my life like just going up and down and up and down. There's ups and there's downs, but there's always going to be ups and downs in life. But I realized that you just have to enjoy that journey, because all in all, we're all trying to get to this final destination. But people don't realize that the journey that it takes there, the ups and downs, the highs and the lows, is what gets you there in the first place. And you have to enjoy every single minute of it, because you're not going to get those moments back. You're not going to get those memories back. And I didn't want to record this video today, to be honest, but I had to. Like, I set a 90-day challenge for myself, and I told myself that I have to get a certain amount of things done each and every single day. And I planned it out in my calendar week by week for 90 days. I told myself I have to get such and such done every single day. There's a minimum requirement for me every single day. Like right now, I work for like this life insurance company. I have to get like 125 dials a day, minimum. For YouTube, record 3 videos a week, minimum. It's gonna be fucking hard. But I had to give myself this challenge, because that's what future me wanted to do. Because in order for me to get to that future version of myself, I have to do the things that he is doing right now, in the future. So what is future Nathan doing in the future? What is future, whatever your name is, what is future Max? What is future Steven? What is future Dave doing in the future? What would he be doing right now to get to the place that he wants to be in the future? And that's what I have in my Octus Academy. It's going to be the first link in the description. But you have to set these foundational mindset pillars to build yourself up. That's what I've noticed. And I also put it in the course too. So you guys can build off of that and then just branch off to other aspects of your life. Gym, business, school, everything requires a solid mindset and a solid foundation for you to build up off of that. And I've noticed that. And for me, it all started with the gym. It teaches you so much discipline and consistency and doing the things that you don't want to do regardless of how you feel. Some water. And part of that is also going through like a hard time, like going through the fucking mud, like the trenches, going through hardships, having life fuck you in the ass, like just having life happen. That is what's going to build you, and it's going to build your character. And when I was growing up, my parents are split up, and every other weekend I had to go with my dad, and he lives in like the suburbs, and then, well, I just stay with my mom, right? And there was a certain point where I had to decide who I wanted to stay with. It was either my mom's house or my dad's house. Who did I want to stay with? And I chose my mom. Now, the reason why I chose my mom is not only because she's my mom, but it's because, like, I live in the trenches. I live in the hood. So I realized at a young age, I realized that if I stay here and try to make something happen with no help, with minimum help, that my character is gonna build substantially. It's gonna build like a fucking warrior. But if I go to my dad, which is like comfort and stuff like that, like he'd help me, would I be the person that I am today? I asked myself this, and truly I don't think so. And I'm glad at a young age I realized that I had to go through the mud. I had to really just fucking just take hit after hit after hit to build the character that I am today. And I'm still progressing each and every single day. And I'm still walking through the fucking snow. I'm still walking through the trenches with let's say, like 100 pounds on my back, just fucking walking. And I'm still going through. And I think one of the main reasons is because of God. I'm still pushing through after all the shit I went through. I don't know what to say. It's just, I'm nowhere where I want to be right now. And I know that. And I know that success it's within reach. And it's so close to the palm of my hand. It's there. And I know that what I have to do to get it is to just keep pushing through and grind. And I'm documenting this on my YouTube as well. I want you guys to push through and grind regardless of the circumstances, regardless of how you feel, because that is what builds true character. That builds a man of respect, a man of humility, a man of power. If you don't want to be any of these, then I don't know what to tell you. Like, maybe it's not for you. But you may think that it's not for you, but it is. You're just like, something's not going through. At first I felt like it wasn't for me, but then I'm like, oh, fuck the excuses. I'm being a pussy. Let me just keep pushing through. Keep pushing through. And I wish I had a little bit more energy so I could just fucking yell, but again, I'm still sick. I don't have that much energy in me. But all in all, I love you guys. Okay, I'm posting 3 times a week. 3 times a week. It's a pretty good goal, I'm not gonna lie. But I want you guys to take this and apply it. That's the main reason why I make these YouTube videos, is because so you can take all of this, apply it to yourself. Look at my story. Look at someone else's story. Okay, I get it now. Maybe I need to do this to upgrade myself. Maybe I need to take some of his ideas. Maybe I need to take some of his struggles and implement them. Maybe I need to force myself to go through some struggles so I can build some character. Maybe I need to change something that I'm doing right now that might be wrong, so my future self can see that, and so my future self can become me. All right, if you guys are struggling with mindset of building that foundational fortitude, that foundational strength in your mind, I do have a course on that. Link is in the description below. I love you guys. Fucking power through everything.